should be live. Twitch keeps being like, update your stream schedule, and I'm like, I thought I fucking did that. I thought I did that, Twitch. Like, what do you mean? Did it not stick? What is that? So I can see myself there. Let's make sure I can see myself on my phone. Then we'll thank the people. I'm not gonna forget this time. Oh boy. Hi, Miss Tifa. Hi. Hello, hello. Alright, we have sound and we have picture. Hello, everyone. My name is Allie. I'm from Ok2BeFat because it is okay to be fat. Welcome to the Yakuza stream. You see Nakamichi's streak glowing? It's true. I think it's just because I'm hovering. Yeah. It's like this one, this one, this one, this one. Welcome, Lol Sub. How you doing? How much neon is there on this street? So much. So much. Alright, let me get into the channel manager so I can say thank you to Pog Hammerskull. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that. Boring Andre. Hey, Andre, give yourself more credit. And Shakespearean Heroine. It cut off a little bit, but I think that's what it said. I'm so sorry if I got it wrong. Thank y'all so much for the follows. I appreciate that so much. You're having an ADHD day, you think? I mean, ooh, I'm having a time. I've got wiener cats wienering at me. Fuck. Oh, Lord. Okay, so before we get into it, let's just do a little bit of a Hodge update for anybody who wants to zoom by, listen to the first part of the VOD, hear how Hodge is doing. Hodge is my cat. So we went to the vet on Monday. We got new medication for him. Smaller pills, which is great because oh, I see. Tifa wants to go upstairs, so she is standing. We have the stairs blocked because it's not very safe for Hodge right now, and Tifa is standing at where we have the stairs blocked off and screaming. So that's fun. Kiana Cryptid, hello. Welcome. So, yeah, Hodge update. So, we have the pills. I'm sure the emergency vet was doing, the best that they thought, but it was different medication, and, we've had the same vet for a long time, so we're really going to kind of go with what he says, and also, those pills were huge, and we, could not get him to take them, and he's already difficult to pill, and then, there's a lot of things that you can try, but if restraining your cat that is having seizures is causing the cat to have more seizures, it's, kind of a catch-22 situation. So with these pills, I got some more of the, there's these treats that you can get. They're like pill pockets. So they're little smooshy treats, but, they have a hole in them that you can put a pill into and get the guy to take a pill. Now, the guy has had a full, just full-on protest, I will never, you cannot make me, stance towards the Greenies pill pockets for several years now because he got a bad tum off of some medication for a respiratory thing, and then he thought that the pill pockets were poison. And so for many years he was like, no, Mother, why do you poison Hodge, your son who loves you? Why? Why do you give him poison? And then he would look at it and look at me like, how dare you? So, I mean, I was even trying to give them to him without pills in them just to, get him to like them again, because when he liked them, it was really easy to pill him because he loves treats. Well, it turns out he is willing to eat the greenies again, and so we have been able to dose him successfully for 2 days now, which is great. He is still seizing, but it was less today, so hopefully that will continue and it will be less and less as we go forward. Yeah, that's my hope. You're both sleepy foxes, but you stayed up so you can watch the stream. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank goodness he's eating them. Yeah, I mean, we were trying to put stuff in, like, I don't know. We were trying to put stuff in, like, food, and it just wasn't working, and it's like, I can't upset him right now. That's making everything worse. I mean, you know, he really needs a bath, but I am just, like, steadfast. Like, even though he definitely needs one, I'm not going to do that until he's been a chunk of time without a seizure, because we have a ceramic bathtub, and that's just, nope. Nope. Tifa has been somewhat allowed access to the upstairs while we're working, which she likes, because otherwise she just stands at the stairs and screams all day. And also, she's pretty good in the office, so we usually let her come up in there. Both she and Foxy are like, no one is paying attention to us. Hey, hey, hey. And I appreciate that, but you know, something is usually going on. Oh my gosh, UK time zone. It's currently almost 10. Jeez. Well, thank you for staying up. I appreciate that so much. All right, so we have a past little sub-stories here. What's going on with you, buddy? Hey, isn't that our scout? Working hard? Don't be slacking off now. Oh, hey there, boss. Don't hey there, boss me. All these girls walking by, you've got to talk to them. I tune into these streams. My only routine in life is to watch these streams right now. Oh, that's so sweet. I mean, I hope that, you know, structure is for me helpful. If you, like, would like more structure, I hope that for you. Oh. Like that one. When your structure is the fun. I mean, y'all, this is my structure as well. Because, like, if I wasn't doing this, I'd just be, you know, freaking out about the guy. Although, Josh and I did start Chrono Trigger, and so he is getting the occasional voice acting. Or, you know, voice acting. It's like a goof. But it is a goof that makes him laugh, and that is really all I'm trying to do, is make my partner laugh. Akiyama's resting face. Oh, some other club got her. I'm just not cut out for this job. What? You quitting already? It's your choice to make, but you're being a little hasty, don't you think? It's just that nothing's going right. I call out to some girl, and she either glares at me or ignores me altogether. I'm starting to get a complex here. Sounds like you talk to a lot of girls. How many leads did you get today? Leads? Come on, you know. How many phone numbers did you get? How many girls? Hydration check. Did you also want motoring? Because I'll do both. Alright, let me get that hydration check going first. Cause he's motoring. He can't talk to the girls, and they won't come work at the club because he's bad at talking to girls, cause he's not motoring. What's his price for flights? And you need to do the job right. And Akiyama's gonna show you how tonight. Ba, 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 ba. That's all I have. Oh, by the way, just to remind y'all of the stream challenge, you can put channel points towards opening a viewing of the Yakuza stage play. There is an official Sega Yakuza stage play. Viewing plus camera, makeup, possible cat. So there you go. So how many phone numbers did you get? How many girls?
Huh?
1. You gotta be kidding. I'll be living off bread crusts and water at this rate. I'm not too happy about it myself, you know. I wish there were an easier way to make money. Ooh, me too. Well, I think I can understand how you feel. Just, how are you calling out to these girls, anyway?
Huh?
He's doing better than Random PUA. Sorry, I mean, we're like, let's learn about how to talk to a girl. How? Like, normally. Hey, wanna be a hostess? You know, like that. Then what? What if she says she's not interested?
Oh.
I say, aw, come on, why not? Give it a shot. I don't blame them for giving you the sick eye. Maybe it was fate I saw you here today. I'll give you some basic lessons in scouting, and whether you learn anything is up to you. Huh? You mean you could scout, boss? What kind of ding-dong do you take me for? I tried my hand at all kinds of hostess club jobs before I came to own one myself. Wow, you sure don't mess around. Not when it comes to work, anyway. That's the trick to getting rich. Now, it's time for you to take that first step. Come with me. I like the implication that scouting has nothing to do with how you look. Yeah, it's pretty easy for Kiryu. Although he was using some pretty cheesy lines. Oh, do I have to? Yeah. Now get moving. Seriously? What a drag. Come do your job. The first rule of scouting: never let a girl pass you by. You've been standing around all day with only one lead to show for it. Proof positive you've been playing hooky instead of working. Look, you can talk the talk, boss, and I see what you're saying. I do. But can you walk the walk? How good are you, really? Wouldn't women be better at scouting women, though, for hostess jobs? I don't know. I can see the point. Adele Schmart, hi! Welcome! Josh is coming down to look after the mystery man. International man of mystery, mysterious boy. Extra special super spy. Thank you, Josh, for helping the stream by watching the mystery man. He is pretty settled in, yeah. You seem confident enough, so I guess you were probably really something at one point. So I get the feeling your skills are pretty rusty. You really want to go there? Okay, give me 5 minutes to do some scouting of my own then. You tell me how many leads I should score in that amount of time. Seriously? Well, gee, I don't know. I'm kind of clueless when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. I noticed. Ouch. Fine. Alright, if that's the way you're going to be, then I'm not holding back. How about 3 times the leads I pulled in? That's 3 people. You need 3 leads to win. Akiyama, I just scouted a customer for my business 5 minutes ago. Fine. But why 3 particularly? Because a real master ought to be able to do 3 times better than a normal person, right? This guy really has a wacky moveset. Whatever you say. Okay then, here I go. Clock starts now. For the next 5 minutes, talk to as many women as possible and ask for their phone numbers, i.e. get leads. Do keep in mind that you're scouting specifically for hostesses. Alright. Oh my god, there's a fucking running clock. Ah. Hi there. I'm a scout for a hostess club. You got some kind of nerve scouting a girl when she's with her guy, Pops. I guess I do. My apologies. Hold up. I ain't gonna let you off the hook that easy. Come here a second. I'm kinda in a hurry. Shut up. I'll teach you to mess with me. Oh, fuck. Is this clock still running? It sucks. Oh, it's not. Now do you want to work for me? Bam! That's right. Anyway, sorry. Can I go now? Yes, sir! Alright, shit. Alright, who else is available? Oh, I see girls, I know there's a pawn shop called Ibasu Pawn around here somewhere. Where, though? Oh my god, this is some rando thing. Hey, how's it going? I'm a scout for a hostess club. Interested? A hostess club, huh? I don't know. Oh, I understand completely. You probably have some objections to the industry, but you know... Haven't you heard? Working as a hostess is a dream job for young women these days. In fact, hostess club fashion mags are all the rage. Huh? Really? Really? Are you sure a cute girl like you wouldn't be interested? Me? Cute? Gosh. It's true. Sure, there's plenty of cute girls around here, but they're not the ones who caught my eye. It'd be pretty great to make yourself even more fabulous, no? I guess so. Here's my card. Can I get your number?
Hi.
Uh-huh. Scored 1 lead. Alright. I'll be in touch. Oh my god. Timed missions are so scary. Alright, here's one. Hi. I'm a scout for a hostess club. Do you have a second? Huh? Why would you want to talk to me? Because you're cute. Gotta be cute if you want to be a hostess. Oh, I see. That's right. So, what do you think? It's not easy work, but it's good work if you give it your all. Could you maybe tell me more? Of course. Just send me your cell number, and I'll be in touch. Okay, sure. And thank you. Scored 1 lead. Talk to you later. Alright. Who else? Not her. Somebody else. Help. No, I can't do that right now. Oh, here's a girl. Okay, cool. Hi there. I'm a scout for a hostess club. Any interest in that line of work? Aha, perfect timing. I work at a club now, and I was just wondering if I should try somewhere else. Really? I can help you with that. I'm Akiyama. May I ask your name? I'm Satomi. Satomi, huh? What sort of place are you looking for? My current club has really strict quotas. I'm thinking about finding someplace a little more laid back. Not a problem. Our club has no quotas whatsoever, and all of our girls are super motivated. Wow, that sounds pretty neat. Here, take my card. Can I get your cell phone number? Sure. Call me later with the details. Okay, I'll be in touch. Scored 1 lead. How many hours is the stream? 2 hours. It's hard to compete with Akiyama. It's true. Let's get another one. Hi, I'm a scout for a hostess club. I'm a scout for a hostess club? Any chance you'd be interested in that kind of work? Oh. Speaking foreign language, okay? Oops. Shouldn't have assumed she speaks Japanese. Sorry to bother you. Goodbye. Alright. Hello. I'm a scout for a hostess club, and you are crying. ... Sensing a little reluctance. This could be your chance to break into one of today's hottest careers. Back off or I'll call the cops. Yikes. Sorry. Alright. Well, I won. Ha ha ha. Can't beat me. Alright. Looks like my time is up. Oh, thank you, Miss Travel! Welcome! Miss Travel has contributed 8,000 points total to the Play with Camera plus Possible Cat Challenge. Posture check. Okay. Alright. Sit up. Harder than you remembered. Boss? Whoa, you managed to get 3 leads? In only 5 minutes? Haha. I could have done even better if I were younger. Wow, boss, you really meant business out there. Now you got me all motivated, too. I'm gonna go and give it everything I've got. Excellent. That's all I ask. Good luck. Yes, sir. Ha. And the boss man emerges with dignity intact. I did check my posture. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, that is just the thing that was sitting in your chair because he had kind of sat on it. It was a little... Oh, alright. So, I know. Let's go see a hostess. Why not? Why shouldn't I? Can I eat? No. There we go. Alright. Here I am. Okay. Are there any Hana sub-stories? There is a Hana sub-story. There may be more than one. I believe there's definitely one. For sure. She's a big part of Akiyama's, whole storyline. Yes, I will be enjoying your club today. Give me Rio. Yes, she dances on the sand. Alright. Am I going to do them? Yeah, I'm going to do them. Thanks for your mail. You have to root for my magazine column, so they decide to keep it going for a while. Alright. Akiyama-san, you're looking good today. See? She wouldn't have liked it if I had had the armor on. She would have been like, icky poo. Should I give her a present? No, I don't have any presents. Sometimes these chicks don't even like the presents and they're expensive, and I'm just like, no, I'm not giving you presents. What would I like? Okay, so she was not about the orange juice, so let's try this because it's cheap. How long will this stream be? The stream is gonna go until 7 o'clock my time, so, and it is 5:15 now. Stretch. I will have this stretching. Oh my god, she didn't like it. Okay. Posture check. Alright. I want something to eat. Well, she liked the chicken basket, so let's do that. You like that? I'm a little surprised. Okay, so. It's not the orange juice, and it's not the Cassis orange. I guess we'll go up to the beer. Is there one other thing left before that? No, I think it's just beer.
Kanpai.
Yeah, 2 hours roughly. Hi, Foxy. Miss Foxy's come here to say hello, and that she would like some attention, please. I went on a photo shoot today, you know, for the magazine.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Did you finally decide on a name for your column? Haha. Oh, yes, I did. I'm going with Rio's All Night Carnival. That's great. I really like that name. Yep. And I wouldn't have come up with that without you, Akiyama-san. Thank you so much. Ha. No problem. She does puns. Yep. Anyway, today we weren't taking pictures for my column. It was for the magazine cover.
Huh?
The cover? Wow. I was wearing a kind of S&M policewoman outfit. It was a little kinky. Why do you do this to me, game? Ha! Sounds like fun. But I get the impression that every time I do a shoot, they want me to wear less clothing. Oh? How many times have you done this? 7, 8, 9, I think around 10. Maybe just under that. Nothing wrong with showing a little skin. That is what Akiyama would say. Oh, you like that kind of thing, huh?
Hi.
I sure do. No, that's a Party City outfit. Haha. Oh, you perv. No. No. But you know, you can really only do that kind of thing while you're young. Yeah, the photographer said the same thing. That's not true.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah? He said it was a pleasure to photograph someone so beautiful. He just wanted to take as many pictures of me as he could. I guess it's natural to want to please someone who says something sweet like that, right? Yeah, I'm sure you'd be happy to hear something like that. I'll be cheering you on, too. Came up with better costumes when you were older.
Akiyama-san.
Akiyama-san, do you play guitar?
Huh?
Guitar? Where'd that come from? Well, I've messed around with one before, but that's about it. Why do you ask? I've just always thought it would be cool to be able to play the guitar. I have a friend who plays. She said that once you have the chords down, the rest is easy. So the other day, I decided to go ahead and buy a guitar. It wasn't cheap either. Mr. Travel, thank you for the resubscribe! Welcome, welcome! Oh, all my kitty emotes. 2 years ago, you were Lady Knight. Very cool. Wow. You don't mess around, do you? Have you tried playing it? I have. I don't have the time to practice as much as I should, but I'm going to do my best to play well. Oh, this is me, a Japanese. Like, I don't have as time to practice as much as I would want to. I'm gonna ask her about her nails. Isn't it hard to play with nails like that? Whoa, I'm surprised you thought of that. Howdy chat, I was making dinner on mobile. Lil Sub has contributed points to the play with cameras / possible cat challenge. Thank you so much.
Yeah?
Really? Seems pretty obvious to me. You're a step ahead of most men then. Guys don't think about a girl's nails. Oh, I see. Well, anyway, do they get in the way? Well, these are removable nails. I put them on with a kind of double-sided tape. Huh. What do they think of next? Problem is, they come off a little too easily, so they're not very practical. Yeah, I can see where that would be true.
なるほど。
I can see that. Being a girl must be tough. Oh, it sure can be, but most of the time, being a girl is a blast. Ha! I'll take your word for it. Everyone's happy with their gender? Great. Love it. Yeah, no, he doesn't want to do a Freaky Friday body swap. He's like, no, I'm pretty happy with my gender. You happy with yours? Cool. Glad we had this talk. It's nice when people are enjoying their gender, as long as they're not being jerks about it. Well, good luck with the guitar. Let me know when you can play it.
Hi.
I will.
Oh.
I wish I could play some table tennis. Oh my god! Table tennis, huh? You don't say.
Hi.
Sexy table tennis? I haven't played it at all recently, and I really like it when guys super hard slam a ping pong ball right into my titties. Do not play table tennis without... So you used to play? I have a hard time picturing that. Watch out, here she comes. I'm pretty good, actually. I bet I could beat your pants off, Akiyama-san. That sounds like a challenge. You think so, huh? Alright, let's play. Alright. Let's play. Are you sure?
Huh?
Sure about what? I'm not gonna take it easy on you. You still wanna do it? Yeah, bring it on. Awesome, I can't wait. So what kind of stake should we play for? Oh no. Oh no. Look, if someone slams ping pongs my boobs, they're getting it right back in their soft regions. Oh good, hamsters. Not more of the jiggle action. Oh yes, we gon' jiggle joggle. Jiggly joggling. For stakes. You must be good if you're that confident.
そうですね。
I used to play the boys at my college for their lunches. I ate like a queen back then. Haha. Seriously. Are you sure that was you and not someone else? It's just a side of me that slips out sometimes. The side where I destroy boys and take their lunches. She mugged boys for their lunches. The girl? Ria. Well, I mean, she bet them that they could beat table tennis, and then she ate their, like, literal lunches. Haha, Josh says it's legit. He says it's not mugging when it's a bet. I guess they decided they really need to get their money out of their jiggle physics. If it was serious, they'd apply it to boss fights. Alright, so what are we playing for? Well, if I win... Oh no. If I win, you have to let me do something to you. Huh? What do you want to do to me? Flick you on the forehead? What a fucking... This fucking guy. No, absolutely fucking not.
もう。
Oh, hey. You scared me there. This might be a good time to leave, but I've got enough money. Should I stay a bit longer? No! On second thought, maybe not. No, I made it up to the... Yes, I don't want to lose any
もう帰っ
points.
ちゃうの？
Alright, I made it up to the next level. I support women's rights, and sometimes I also support women's wrongs. Yep, see you again. Alright.
来てくれてありがとうございました。
Vigorous hand waving. Alright. I want to play guitar from Rio. I think I'll get started right away. But, What's the best way to learn? I never seem to be able to play the strings I'm holding down. I want to be good at this already. Sweetie, you have to be bad at things for a while before you can be good at them. I should reply to her email. What should I write? That one. I don't even know if that's legit. All right. Well, let's go to the... First of all, let's go up here, and I'll drink a drinky drink, because we still have those that we need to do. I mean, apparently I've had some, but I believe there are still drinks in Bantam. So we're gonna head over there, and then I'm gonna go back to Sky Finance. See if we got people up in there. I believe that we do. Hello. I have decided what I want. It is, this. Let's finish 12 years. The Vintage 12 Years is the best-selling single malt whiskey in the world. This bottle set the industry standard for a single malt. You'll find it light and fresh. The nose is full of fruit, and it has a clean finish, making it exceptionally easy to drink. Its light flavor makes it popular with the ladies and anyone new to single malt whiskeys. Flicker on the forehead with what? Oh no. Nope, nuh-uh. Sky Finance making it rain since 2005. Miki, 30 years. Give it to me. Oh, to be a Yakuza shooting expensive liquor out of a fancy glass. One of the top premium whiskeys in Japan and the whole world. A blend of single malts featuring whiskeys aged for 32 years in a Yamazaki white oak barrel gives it its distinct character. Its quality has earned it grand prize in an international competition. Only about 2,000 bottles are produced each year, making it exceptionally rare. If you really like whiskey, this is the one bottle you have to experience. Y'all, I ain't got money like that, come on. Delicious. Alright, fine. I guess I'll stop. Goodbye. Well, that was good. Apparently there's a lot of drinks to drink, as there always is. Alright. Hi, Miss Foxy, how are you? Did I go to... Ah! Foxy's like, you... Okay, apparently I did. You will love the fox. You will love the fox. It's time to love the fox. You've been doing other stuff all day, and not loving the fox, that was a mistake. The party fox is here. It's time to have a party fox. And the party fox is gone. That is the way of the party fox. Here, there, and everywhere. Are you having a foxy time? Foxy is. Alright. Let's go down to scatter time. Hey, buddy. Ain't you that no-good son of a bitch who was putting a moose on my girl? Don't even try to play, like you don't know what I'm talking about with me. They say, hi, Miss Foxy. Oh, yeah, you want to hit me? Come on, then. Oh! Get him! Yeah! sidekick, thank you. Huh? Where am I? I think I was enjoying a nice drink. But my body, why does it hurt so much? I'm drunk. My memory's a complete blank. Now I have the blood mouth. Does Akiyama know Kiryu and or Majima? I believe not yet. He knows of them. Can't go in there yet. Alright. Well, it's time to go to Pronto and their special daytime menu. Special daytime menu? You don't say. Yes, it's right by Majima's giant cone. Hello. I believe we've had all your drinks. We have. I don't want one of these. No, don't do this. Oh, okay. Let me just eat an eggplant something. Eggplant bacon spaghetti. There we go. I miss eating in restaurants indoors. Yeah. I also miss that. I'm very glad that we can get food delivered. That's very nice. But yeah, I miss restaurants and going out to eat with people. I always enjoyed that quite a bit. What's going on here? Oh yeah, okay. No, it's just about that one murder. Yes. Anything? Alright. Okay. Time to go to Sky Finance. See what Hanachan is doing. Pretty drunk, I'm sure she'll be fine with that. She won't mind that at all. Wait, have I gone all the way up? Let's go all the way up. I bet yours. No, seriously? Kinda nice though. Alright, well. Back down we go. Oh, Chief, you have a customer waiting. The one you told me about on the phone? Got it. Thanks. Apologies for the wait. So, tell me, what brings you here today?
Oh.
Are you Akiyama-san? You provide interest-free loans here. Is that right? Indeed I do. That said, there's a few conditions. May I ask your name? Somehow his office isn't in Millennium Tower, which is smart. Very true. It's Shiobata. How much are you willing to lend out, usually? Mind telling me why you need the money first? That'll help me decide whether or not I should give you the loan. Well, not too long ago, I drove my printing company into bankruptcy. I'd inherited the place from my father, you see. But this time I figure I'll start my own company, from the ground up. You ran your father's company into the ground? It made money, but not enough to get out of the red. In the end, all I could do was downsize, but downsizing isn't always the best option, you know? The company was already on its way under. If our only available option was downsizing, wouldn't it have been better just to pull the plug? I think it's cowardly to fire people just to try and keep a company artificially afloat. So I took responsibility for my bad management and let the place go bankrupt. No hard feelings all around, right? He looks like a secret shopper or an auditor. I see. Spoken like a typical spoiled heir.
Huh?
Oh, company doesn't matter now anyway. What's important is getting this new company off the ground. So, will you lend me some money? I'm not against the idea, but why come to me? Can't you get your bank to cover it?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't pass their review. They asked me what business the company would be in, but I hadn't decided yet. Something online, that's for sure. Still haven't figured it out? Huh?
Huh?
What, you need planning documents too? Don't you loan sharks usually skip all that formality crap? Oh, come on, dude. No, it's just... Never mind. How much do you need? Let's see. How about 3? No, 5 million. Why so much? Though now that I think about it, you probably have no idea how much you really need. What the hell? I'll lend you the 5 mil. No interest, no collateral. Seriously? You're not pulling my leg here? But first, you're gonna have to pass my test. Sure, bring it on. I don't know what kind of test you're talking about, but I'll do anything you ask. Alright, so you want to start a company? Be its president? In that case, I'll need you to... bring me the business cards of 10 company presidents. Any kind of company will do. 10 business cards? Is that really all you need? Corporate CEOs, presidents of small factories, take your pick. Just find 10 of them, get their cards, bring them here. Are you sure? That sounds pretty easy. I mean, I used to be a president myself. I can get 20 or even 30 cards, no problem. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Well, good luck. See you soon. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million ready for me.
社長
Chief? I couldn't help but overhear. Are you really going to lend money to that piece of work? He's nowhere near fit to start a company. You think so too, huh? To tell you the truth, I agree. He's all talk. See a lot of that nowadays. So you never planned on giving him a loan in the first place? Then why bother with a test? Oh, I'll lend him the money. But only if he passes. I'm gonna teach him it's a rough world out there. But what if? I mean, just on the off chance. Don't worry about it. Big mouth like him could never hope to pass one of my tests. If it were you, Hana-chan, how would you go about collecting 10 presidents' cards? Loan sharks have a beatdown to collect quota to meet, don't you know? Mew, mew to you, mew to Foxy, who is also here. Hi, baby. Foxy's a little unsettled. It's a little bit of an unsettling time, isn't it, baby? It's okay. I do need you to decide where you're going to sit, though. Yeah, because it can't be where you were. Thank you. You're a very sweet lady, and I love you very much. Big fluff, big fluff, big fluff. So how will Hana-chan get 10 president's cards? Well, I'd probably pop into an office building and talk to company presidents directly. A frontal attack, huh? That's a good answer. As for me, I'd probably grab a hold of a president or two, take them down to a print shop, have them make me some cards. A little aggressive, maybe, but yeah, that sounds like something you do. Nothing wrong with that. Hell, I could even have a print shop make a bunch of fake cards if I wanted. Your straightforward method requires courage, while my way calls for quick wit. Okay, is that what we're calling it? Regardless, I doubt he's capable of either. Dot, dot, dot. Welcome back. So, you got those cards?
Yeah.
I only have one. My father's. None of the CEOs I knew at my company are even in this town. Are there any company presidents here? It's all businessmen and restaurateurs. I mean, geez, it's just Tokyo. How could you expect me to find company presidents? Actually, you're looking at one. Sorry if my appearance deceived you. Well then, since you weren't able to pass the test, I'm afraid I won't be giving you the loan after all. Hana-chan, would you mind showing Shinobara-san here out? It's time for him to go.
Hi.
Of course. Right this way, sir. I guess people don't hand out cards as readily in Japan. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole, like, thing to it. I believe. Wait just a second. That test was set up all wrong. I can do better, I promise. Please, I'm counting on you. Give me just one more chance. One more. Oh, alright. But only one more. Now then. Invite a hostess out after the club closes and bring her here, back to my office. A hostess club? That's it? I just bring the girl here and then the 5 million is mine? I don't know. Oh, come on. It should be a piece of cake for a guy like you. What's the problem? I just don't have the cash. Hostess clubs are expensive, you know? It's a real shame. I'd have all kinds of girls trailing after me if I just had the money. I'd be like the Pied Piper of Camarocho. I guess I'll have to point you on over to my friend's hostess club then. You can put it on my tab. The place is called Sweet, over on Pink Street. Just tell them Akiyama sent you. They'll take care of the rest. Biz partners. Really? I suspect we're going to have to do them all. You can't do it without money, right? Well, I'm making that particular problem go away. So what do you think? Can you do that? Yes, of course. No problem at all. I'll bring you the best hostess in the club. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million ready for me. Chief? Why are you giving him a second chance? You'd usually send someone like him well on his way by now. He's just so astoundingly clueless. Don't you want to see how it all ends? Not particularly. Look at it from my perspective.
Whoa.
You always forget to collect on your loans. Too many boneheaded customers like him, and I'll be up to my neck in extra work. Hana-chan, I love you. You're everything that is good in the world. I love your outfit. I love your little scarf. I love your sweet face. He's really angling to give this guy money. I mean, I think he's just like, what's he gonna do? And I appreciate every last ounce of work you do, Hana-chan. Don't I always treat you to a delicious meal at the end of every month? I guess you can do what you want. It is your company, after all. But why did you send him to a hostess club? He'll just go out and have fun, and on your tab, no less. A first-time visitor to a hostess club hardly ever manages to invite a girl out afterward. Anybody who succeeds is either rich or a smooth talker. This guy is broke, so he has about a 0%. He has about a 0% chance of pulling this off. We don't know that. I mean, he might fall into some wild beginner's luck, maybe. That would be a miracle. Well, if he pulls off a miracle at a time like this, it'll be the first of many. Luck is just another kind of talent. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe. But even so, if that guy gets his own miracle, then he's one of the most talented men I've ever met. ... Meal allowances are not enough, Shun. Welcome back. So, where's that hostess? Oh, that club is no good. The girl at my table only said a few words, then clammed up almost immediately. Isn't it her job to get the conversation going? I'm the customer. The paying customer. Yeah, paying with someone else's money.
Yeah.
Seriously, though, any other club, I would have had him eating out the palm of my hand. It all boils down to a bad club. Even if we were to assume it was the club's fault, you still didn't manage to pass the test, and that means I will not be giving you a loan. Bye-bye. Hana-chan, would you mind showing Shiobara-san here out? It's time for him to go.
Hi.
Of course. Right this way, sir. Wait just a second. If you just let me try a different test, I'm positive I'd pass with flying colors. Please. I'm counting on you. Give me just one more chance. One more. Fine, but this really and truly is your last chance. Find 3 people to be your business partners and bring them to me. Business partners? 3 of them? Is that really all you need? Yeah. People who'd be happy to help build up a company. What do you think? Can you do it? What are you talking about? I've got tons of friends. It won't take long at all. I'll be right back, okay? Better get that 5 million ready for me. Chief, enough's enough. I've never seen you give anybody this many chances. I suppose you're right, but it's all just so interesting, don't you think? That guy's a walking disaster. Chief, you know, Hana-chan, a man might have lots of people he calls friend, but I doubt many would actually be willing to risk their livelihoods on him. He says it'll be a cinch to find 3 of them, but unless he's especially trustworthy or charismatic, they won't be on board. And he's back. ... Welcome back. So, where's those 3 partners? They just don't understand. I told them they could easily pull 100 million a year if they just left everything to me. So, you failed the test.
Yeah.
It's not my fault, it's theirs. They're just too ignorant to see it. And after all those times, they begged for an invite to my parties, too. Parties? My online game parties. You mean you haven't heard? They're kind of a big deal. They call me Hurricane Salt. I see. Well, it hardly matters at this point. You weren't able to pass the test, which means our loan discussion is over. My apologies. Now go away. Hana-chan, would you mind showing Shiobara-san here out? It's time for him to go.
Hi.
Of course. Right this way, sir. Wait just a second. You're telling me you know all about me from one lousy test? What do you think you are, a god?
Huh?
Please, I'm counting on you. Give me just one more chance. One more. ... Please, I'm begging you. Let me try again. I swear I'll take it a whole lot more seriously this time. Why weren't you taking it seriously before? You asked for 5 million yen. It's always just one more with you. I've given you 3 chances already. No matter how many times you try, you'll never pass. ... Alright? So leave. I'm tired of having to string along a big talking ding-dong.
Yeah.
Please, this is it. My very last chance. If you give up on me now, I'm finished. Will you just leave already? I'm positive I can build a company that will never ever need to downsize. You really want to start your own company, don't you? Are you sure you're being entirely honest with me? And with yourself? Absolutely no lies and no excuses, period. Fine. Then this is your honest to goodness last chance. You fail, you leave. Got it? 5 million yen equals $43,000. Thank you. Got it. I'll pass for sure this time. You'll see. Okay. Here we go. My friend's leaflet company is in the red. If you can get it to turn a profit again, I'll lend you the 5 million yen. But that could take years. The tour's right there if you're not interested. What's it gonna be? You in or out? Alright. Where is this leaflet company anyway? It's Paradise Advertising on West Shichifuku Street, just past the M store. Let me give him a call. Hello? Paradise Advertising? This is Akiyama over at Sky Finance. Akiyama-san, to what do I owe the pleasure? You've been asking for management advice, right? I found just the man for the job. Name's Shiobara-kun. I'll be sending him your way shortly. Really? Shiobara-san, is it? Thank you so much. I'll be waiting. Alright. Now it's all up to you. Paradise Advertising is on West Shichifuku Street. Sure you see it when you get there. Alright, I'll be back.
社長
Chief, are you sure about this? That's one heck of a test. Isn't Paradise Advertising doing really bad right now? Business-wise? Stuck in the red even though the sales remain strong and steady? Yeah, that's right. Even if sales go through the roof, the expenses are always higher. Which means their only choice is to downsize and cut their... Ah! Yep. All they can do is downsize. And our friend Shiobara-kun, who would rather see a company die than shrink, will now be forced to do just that. You're a bad man, Chief. Call it shock therapy. If he can't do this, he's hopeless.
うーん
Shock therapy? Don't you think you should just go check up on him, just in case? You never know. Akiyama makes you want a steam iron? Well, if you insist. Do you remember where Paradise Advertising is? The west end of Shichifuku Street. Just past the M store, right? I'll be fine. I've been there plenty of times. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Hold down the fort till I get back. Wonder if I go back in, if that lady will be there.
社長
Oh, hello, Chief. Didn't expect you back so soon. Well, you know, can't stroll around town forever. Do you have any work for me?
うーん
I took care of all of the paperwork, so... Oh, I know. Could you please clean up your desk area? There's just so much junk everywhere. But I thought you were in charge of cleaning up around here.
もう
The last time I tried tidying up your desk, you kept pestering me for this document, that magazine. All you did was complain. I don't know what you'll end up needing. If I move anything at all, I guarantee I'll hear about it. Thus, I've sworn off cleaning up your desk. Bummer.
ね
Excuse me, is this Sky Finance? Is there an Akiyama-san here?
えいらっしゃいませ
Oh, hello, and welcome.
社長
Chief, you have a customer. Ah, Shoko-san. Good to see you. Won't you tell me more about your situation? Please, have a seat. Foxy, I do not wish for you to sit up there. Everyone's a little extra anxious right now. This office certainly is dirty. Can you really conduct business here? You should have seen it before we tidied up. Apologies for the mess. So, how much do you owe at the moment? Did you check the exact amount? I owe 5 credit card companies and 4 loan sharks. 10.3 million yen in all, although that's not including interest. I see. Well, it sounds like you have a pretty good idea of where you stand. Still, it must be hard paying it off when it's spread out all over like that. Why did you borrow so much exactly? I wanted to invest in myself. Wear nice clothes, carry the latest accessory, and date good men. I can't have anyone taking me lightly. I may have borrowed some money, but it's only because I'll be earning millions one day. Aha! Well, that's sound logic, but it seems to me you might have rushed things a little. Maybe so. Simply improving my appearance hasn't helped much. It's just not that easy. As long as you understand that, you should be fine. You can always start over. First, I recommend consolidating all your loans and coming up with a repayment plan. What do you think?
そうね
I think that's a good idea. Do you do loan consolidation here? Yes, of course. With no interest and no collateral. What? No interest? Then what's in it for you? That's nothing for you to worry about. Or would you prefer to pay interest? Oh, I get it. You have some kind of conditions, don't you? Like, I have to sleep with you. Well, that sounds great, but no. You're a little off base. All I ask is that you take a test. A test? Yep, a test. Pass the test, I'll consolidate your debts. No interest, no collateral. So, what kind of test are we talking about? I have 1 million yen here. I'm gonna give it to you, and it'll be your job to decide how to spend it. Huh? I just have to spend 1 million yen? Pretty much. So, what do you say? Alright, I accept. Then, it's a deal. Use every last yen of this 1 million. Mystery man. I'll be back when it's gone. See you then. There he is. Oh, he's a mysterious fellow. Honey, I think he's trying to come over this way. I think he's trying to come over this way. Divert him, potentially? Sit with Dad. There's not a lot of room up here. Yeah. Come here. Haji. Well, now he seems captivated by something else. There you go, bud. Good job. Chief? Are you sure about this? That's 1 million yen you just gave her. I gave it to her, yes, but then again, I didn't just give it to her.
Wow.
And yet you were reluctant to give me a bonus. Oh, look, this is a test to see how Shoko-san spends her money. It's hard to spend borrowed money, but when it's a gift, the sky's the limit. One's spending habits can give you a pretty good idea of one's character. You think so? Hana-chan, if somebody gave you money, you make a beeline for a dessert buffet. That tells us you're a foodie, right? Well, yeah, I guess, but I really admire Shoko-san for wanting to move up in the world. Now I just want to know if she can see past today. Hana is gonna blow a gasket. Oh, she definitely is. Well, with all that yen, I suppose she should pay down her debt. That's one way to use it. It's much better than spending it on a bunch of junk. Say, Hana-chan, where do you think she'll go? For designer goods? La Marche. For food? Sushi Gen. And for fun? A host club Adam. Those would be my guesses. Could you give those places a call and tell them to try to get her to spend money? Okay. But you know something, Chief. You really are a bad man. Hey, it is a test. I have to make it challenging, don't I? Thanks, Hana-chan. I'll go see how she's doing. La Marche and Sushi Gen? Oh, and that host club, Adam. Where's Adam again? Near the center of the hotel district. That's right. Okay, I'm off. 1 million yen. About $1,600. 8,000. Like, I'm not real great at reading numbers out loud, so I'm probably not gonna keep reading those out loud. It make my dyscalculia feel more dyscalculic. What is guy? What is Alright. Just chilling. Oh no, you don't have to be sorry. I mean, if you wanna like put the currency like conversions into the chat, that's fine. I'm just probably not gonna keep reading them out. But you don't gotta be sorry. That's okay. Nini. Oh. Phew. You smell like a distillery. How much you been drinking anyway? You better pay me for having to put up with your stank. Nah, on second thought, keep the money. I'll just kick your sorry ass instead. It's crime time! I had a job once where part of my job involved having to, like, read phone numbers out loud to people. I'd be like, you know, alright, you know, worked at a bank for a while, like, here's this person's loan number, 12 long fucking string of numbers, and I just constantly doing it wrong. Flipping, a furry 5,000 yen. And just, like, just royally fucking it up. It was, I didn't even know I had as hard of a problem with that until I was, like, just about in tears from trying to do it every day. It was so, bleh. Alright, where are we going? Let's go see this hostess girl again. You keep reversing phone numbers. Yeah, I've had a... Night, have a good one. Put that towards your car loan. Yeah, I've kind of always had problems with, like, reversing numbers or flipping things.
来てくれたんですね。いらっしゃいませ。
Right. Nice. No presents. Did you like my email?
何頼みます？
I guess she didn't. Fine. Beer?
え？
She don't like beer? Girl. I had to use an Excel spreadsheet to do the daily tallies. They wanted an old school printout calculator. Yeah.
そうなんだ。
It can be rough,
すいません。
with that kind of thing sometimes. I found sometimes if I rate the number with my finger in the air, saying it out loud is a little easier. Brains are weird.
Kanpai.
I'm like, why should that work? I don't know. Does it work? A lot of the times it does.
どうぞ。
So that's an easy thing to try.
そういやさ。
I also fucked up long division because I couldn't get the numbers lined up. Ah, twinsies. I don't know if that's dyscalculia or not. I mean, you know, it may be. It's pretty easy to look up, if you want to. But that's up to you. Let's see. Have you gone anywhere recently? Let's see. Well, I've really been into hot springs recently.
そうか。
Oh yeah? Where have you gone? Well, Izu, Nagoda, and the one that's near Atami. Ito. Ito. Yes, that's the one.
そうだよね。
I've been there. It's nice. Yup. And Nishizu is nice too.
はいはい。
Don't you go anywhere but Izu? I guess you're right. Those are all in Izu, huh? Ha. Yeah. Let's see, where else have I gone? Definitely Izu. Izu and Zushi? Wait, no. I haven't been to Zushi. Maybe we should try a different area. I guess you're right, but I can't help it. nice, aren't they?
私も
I love them. Just seeing the steam rise up from the water makes me feel relaxed.
Ah,
I know what you mean. I wonder where I should go next. At this point, you might as well go to all of the hot springs in Izu. That does sound like a good idea. I always get excited when I have a goal. Just take me with you once, okay? I have a better idea. Instead of me taking you, you should take me.
そうか。
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'm rooting for you.
そういえば
Do I like the Hostess Maker or the Hostess Visit game better? Oh, the Maker. I love the Hostess Maker. Have you met Yokoyama-kun? He's one of the attendants here. The guy by the entrance?
うーん
Oh, I guess he's not here today.
なんで？
What about him? Well, Yokoyama-kun has a habit of shaking his legs, and it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, that bothers the people watching more than the person who's doing it. It doesn't just bother me, I can't stand it. It's not just when he's sitting down either. Sometimes he'll be standing and boom, his leg starts jiggling. Rio? I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Huh?
Huh? For real? Oh, yeah. And it's not just one, but both legs. I mean, come on. The Maker game is like, sorry, gotta go. Hope to catch you on Friday. I hope you can come back on Friday, too. The Maker game is like an adult Wordby game. Yeah, that's why I like it.
So yeah, sa.
Do you know why people do that? Something to do with nerves, maybe? I heard it was related to the amount of muscle you have.
えそれで
Muscle?
Ah,
Yeah. Seems that people who have a lot of muscle are more likely to have lactic acid build up in their bodies. When they stay in the same position for too long, the lactic acid builds up. And they feel like they have to move in order to dissolve it. That's why some people bounce their legs.
そうなの
Really? It's so amazing that you know that, Akiyama-san, and unexpected. That's just what I've heard. But that does sound about right.
そうだよね。
I'm not positive, but sounds plausible.
うーん
It does. Should I recommend that Yokoyama-kun do some stretches then?
ちょっと待った。
No. Just leave him be. Just leave him alone? What makes you say that? There aren't that many people who can bounce both legs like that, you know? Oh, you're so mean. Rio, that's me, and that's why I wiggle my toes. Lactic acid or ADHD, whatever. Indeed. I'm like, listen, if I have to stay in place for too long, it's physically painful. I'm a little hungry. Would you like to share a fruit platter with me? Sure. Okay, I'll order it.
すいません
Alright.
ね
Akiyama-san?
なんで？
What's up?
え見て見て
Notice anything about me today? Oh no, it's the staring challenge. Dot dot dot.
いや。
Not really?
え
What? Look closer. Oh no! Oh, good. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
そんなに見ないでください
Is that her usual
どう
hairstyle?
しました
How the hell am I supposed to know?
どうしましたそんなに見ないでください
No, we're not doing that.
どうしました秋山さんの目いやらし
Oh
い
no, Akiyama! Oh no!
秋山さんの目いやらしい
Nails. I bet it's the nails. Is it the nails?
どうしましたそんなに見ないでください
Alright.
そういやさ。
Your hands look so smooth. In fact, all your skin looks really good.
あったり
That's right! I've been eating a kind of gelatin dessert with collagen in it.
そうか。
Wow. Really? It has collagen and hyaluronic acid in it. They say it works better if you eat it than apply it to your skin. I guess you really are what you eat, huh?
そうですね。
Haha, yup. And I eat
秋
skin.
山さん。
Are you married, Akiyama-san?
Yeah?
Me? Nope. I'm single.
そうなんだ。
Oh, really?
Hi.
Why? Do I look married? Dot. Do I look married? How do you look married? Honey, do I look married? Yeah. Akiyama just asked if he looked married. Josh says he doesn't know what it means, but he knows enough to know that Akiyama does not look married. They said they need to get that skincare combo in there somewhere. Lil Saba's laughing. I never expected to hear about hyaluronics here. I guess Japanese men don't wear rings. I don't know what the custom is with that. No way. Not at all.
そうだよね。
That's what I thought. What about you? Me? Yeah. Well, I'm just getting over a breakup.
そうか。
What do you do to get over something like that? I'm trying to become prettier than I was when I was going out with my ex. Because fuck him. That's why. Girl, I've been there. I will make you suffer. Prettier? Yeah. I've been working on my hair and making my skin nice and firm.
なるほど。
I see. So you're trying to feel better by aiming for those goals. I got it.
そうですね。
Yep, that's right. That's a positive way to look at things. Not really. It's pretty negative.
Yeah?
Not at all. A pessimist wouldn't put in the hard work like you're doing.
そうなの？
Really? Sure. You may not feel totally positive, but at least you're trying to improve yourself, right? That's a positive way to look at things. I never thought of it like that before. I guess it's not negative. Exactly.
ありがとう。
Feel a little better. Thank you. Ha! Keep at it. I'm sure you'll get even more beautiful. Okay.
ねえねえ。
Have you heard any interesting gossip recently? You must hear a lot of interesting stories, Akiyama-san. Something interesting. Let me think. I know about 777 Town.
そういやさ。
Ever heard of 777 Town? 777 Town? No, what's that? It's a game for your computer or cell phone. It lets you play pachinko and slots anytime, anywhere you want.
そうなんだ。
Really? I've never played pachinko, but I always wanted to try for a
な
while.
るほど。
Yep, it's perfect for you then. It's exactly like the real thing, so it'll be great practice.
わかりました。
Okay, I'll give it a try then. 777 Town, 777 Town. No, we're gonna leave because we've made it to the next section. I'm gonna go.
もう帰っちゃうの？
All right. Now then, Akiyama-san.
また。
Oh, they're gonna do the
くださいね。
thing. Yes. Pinky swear you'll come again. Josh and I do this now. We're doing it right now. All right. Well, see you next time. Sweet. Visited the dog park, Rio. I just got back from taking my dog to the dog park. That's where you can take your pet's leash off and let them run around. There were lots of other cute doggies there too. They cheered me right up. I should reply to her email. What should I write? What kinds of dogs were there? Is that like, is she gonna... Oh, yeah, I was like, is she gonna call me or what? Hello? It's Rio from Shine. Oh, hi, Rio. How you doing? I was just thinking about you. I was wondering if you'd like to go out on a date? Sure. Great. I'll meet you in front of the Millennium Tower. In front of the Millennium Tower. Got it. Yup. Okay, see you later. I saw this weird Walmart shopping sim online. What? You look like you know a thing or two about fighting. I have a big reward if you can beat me. But don't count on that actually happening. You ready? Is he wearing a wig? Oh, Camarocho badge. Come on, guy. Yeah! I can't believe that just happened. You really got the goods, don't you? That combo, man. The wig is something. Here's that reward I promised, but I guarantee you won't be able to do that again. Betcha I can. Oh no. What's the matter? You're sweating like so much. I was going to buy some stomach medicine from that drugstore, but I can't move another step or else. Yikes. Don't move. I'll go buy some for you. Just hang in there, okay? Hi, Foxy. Well, feeling better? I think I'm over the worst of it. Guess it wasn't such a good idea to hit 20 Yakiniku restaurants in a single day. Really? 20 of them? You must really love Yakiniku.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's my job. Oh, sorry. I should introduce myself earlier. I'm, Ajikawa of the Michelle Guide Corporation. I truly appreciate you stepping to help on seeing me squirm like that. Thanks a million. It was nothing. The name's Akiyama. I'm a moneylender here in Camarocho. Michelle Guide. Isn't that company that publishes restaurant guidebooks over in Europe? That's right. And now we'd like to include the best of Camarocho and a Japanese edition of our legendary guidebook. I'm here doing research. This place just has too many restaurants to try and find the hidden gems. Burp. Can you really judge the places properly when you eat so much at once? Sure. They say an empty stomach is the best condiment, but empty or full hardly matters to us pros when it comes to reviewing a given dish. Ah, I see. So simply knowing a lot about food isn't enough, huh? Impressive. Thank you very much. I'm embarrassed to admit, however, that Japanese food is not my area of expertise. For days now, I've been wandering around from restaurant to restaurant. It just proves I need a local to point me in the right direction. Akiyama-san, you said you worked in finance here in Camarocho. You must know all kinds of high-end restaurants in the area, then. Yes? Well, when it comes to spending money on food, I'm not exactly what you call frugal. Ooh, excellent. I've been searching for somebody like you. Would you be so kind as to tell me about some of the better restaurants you know? I'll gladly compensate you for your time, of course. Don't see why not. There must have been some reason I stopped to help you, so, sure, I can show you some places. Really? Thank you so much. Could could you first tell me about your favorite yakiniku restaurant then? If you could tell me which of their dishes has the most mouth-watering texture and what their most unique awful dish is, that would be great. It's a pretty specific request you have there. Many of our readers consider themselves foodies. They prefer selections that are not only tasty, but make for good conversation as well. Sounds rough. Ugh, goes my stomach again. I'll rest for a moment at a bar I know, at least until my stomach settles. I'm terribly sorry, but could you come to Earth Angel in the Champion District once you're done gathering restaurant info? Oh, sure. Hope you feel better. So, mouth-watering texture and a unique awful dish at my favorite yakiniku restaurant, right? That's right. Good luck, and thank you. Oh. Oh, good. It's like a Yeah, it's gonna be Conrad. My favorite yakiniku joint, huh? Well, it's definitely that one Hana-chan likes so much. Hey, sucker. I mean, hey, mister. You sure are styling. If you look this cool when you're drunk, you'll probably still look cool when you're all beat up. Haha, I think it's time to find out for sure. Not even that drunk. Jeez. Whoa! There he went. I like a fighting style where you can just like bounce a bitch off a wall. Oh, super blood mouth. Akiyama's kicks. Shin strike, yes. Ouch, that hurts. Please let us go. That was amazing. You look like the height of cool when you were kicking my ass back there. I feel like I should thank you. Got an appealing 3,000 yen. Alright, well that was appealing. Let's go to the Kushu number 1 star. It's not down. This is the wrong way. Go down here and go over a block. That should be Kushu number 1 star. Or the fucking Smile Burger. And the Pronto. I don't care. It's fine. Here, let's go to the Pronto. Creature number 1 star, I'll be back for you. I like his fighting style, it's formidable and looks possible. Majima's is unreal and Kiryu is a tank. Yeah. Food menus. Shrimp and tomato spaghetti, please. Delicious. Thank you. Very tasty. I enjoyed it very much. Alright. If I get to pick the date, I'm picking karaoke. Certainly over... I mean, she's gonna want a sexy ping pong, but I want to go to the karaoke. You're early, Akiyama-san. I'm a bit early myself. Anywhere in particular you wanted to go today? Yes, I want to go to the pet store. Oh, really? Pet store? Oh, you want to check on that dog you were talking about, huh? The one that looks like an old man? Right. I hope he's still there. Well, let's go and see. Akiyama's a pretty good sport. This is the store? Yes. What'll I do if he's still here? You go get him. How much is the doggy in the window, the one with the waggly tail? If he's still here, that's your dog. Ooh, look Look at him! You really bought him, huh? Hey, you told me to do it. You agonized about it for over an hour. If I hadn't said something, we'd still be in there. Yeah, you're right. Well, hope he gets along with your other dog. I'm sure he will. But first, I have to take him to the groomer. They'll make him nice and cute. Groomer? Like a beauty salon for dogs? That's right. I'm gonna get him a full doggy makeover. Sounds like that might take a while. Do you want to go somewhere else in the meantime? Good idea. Where would you like to go? Let's... Out to eat is tempting, but let's hang out. Where should we go? Karaoke. Want to go sing karaoke? Karaoke? I love karaoke. Oh, great. She likes it. Haha, you certainly know how to heat things up. I hope you like my singing. Hostess music for dogs, please? Okay, let's go. At least you don't have to, like, gently walk her there like we just did in Lost Judgment. I wonder what I should sing today. Well, let's go in already. Hello, sir. Yep, show me to a room. I know how to play this. Hee, let's sing our hearts out. Alright. What do I feel like singing today? Maybe Raindrops? Alright, here we go. Tried my best. Damn it! There she goes. I like the humming. Oh no. The cat and the fish fucked me. So judgmental. You really really know how to set the mood.
わかった。
Oh. So she's not the duet girl. Interesting. Ooh, that was a lot of singing. You're pretty good. Hee I know. Take me out again sometime, okay?
またね。
Well, see you later. That girl's a Leo. Oh, I was supposed to go to La Marche and see if that, like, lady was spending money there. Let's do that. We're right by La Marche. I just wanted to come down here. Oh, shit, I don't have it on. Oh, no. I don't care about that right now. I'm like, oh no, I won't get the pings because I don't have it on. Oh, I knew it! Y'all love to do that. Oh, God. There it is. I would fail that test because I'd spend at least some of the money on myself. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely try to probably pay off something if I could. Okay, so we can't. Marcia's this way. Oh, there she is! So this is where she went. Now let's see what she does. Oh, suspense! She went inside. Better keep a low profile. Is he gonna hide behind a post like Maj? Yes, super low profile, Akiyama. Muto-sama, the platinum ring you inquired about the other day is finally in. Platinum. I do have the money for it. It's a very popular piece. I've already had a number of customers asking after it, but I put it aside especially for you. ... I believe it's your size. Would you care to purchase it today, Muto-sama? No, that's all right. I'll come back when I can pay for it myself. I see. I'm terribly sorry, but I can't guarantee it will still be here on your next visit. That's fine. Thank you. I mean, I wouldn't put it towards I would put it towards expenses, but if it wouldn't pay a huge chunk of it off, I wouldn't put it all there. Yeah, no, I mean, you gotta have something nice for yourself. Crap! Here she comes! Good job. Very smooth, very smooth. Doesn't look like she bought anything. Now then, where's she off to next? Well, I'm already down here. So I should check out... Oh my god, y'all, there's a whole other set. Look at this. We're going downstairs. There is a whole set of underground locker keys for a different set of lockers. Ah! Yeah! fuck it. I was thinking about the strategery of like opening lockers versus not opening them, and then I thought to myself, fuck it. And yeah, I'm gonna stick by that, I think. Here's another one. My memory of the crafting is that if it is good, it gets gooder towards the end of the game when it's like 5. That when you opened it, it's not a big deal. It's more of a deal in 5 than it is really anywhere else. There we go. Make money while you walk. It's a food magazine called Camaro Gourmet. Should I read it? Yeah, read it. Alright. That looks cool. It's a food magazine called Camaro Gourmet. It showcases cool places to eat, coupons, and great deals. Yeah! What does it do? Oh, it's got, it's for deals. I see. It's for when you want a deal. Ah! That man just fell through the floor. No, he just... Oh my god, that man just fell straight through the stairs. That was... I'm living. I love it. You usually don't see too much of that kind of clipping in these. More in the Dragon Engine. But I love the glitches in the Dragon Engine. I hope it never gets fixed. I want it to stay the way that it is now, which is beautiful and perfect to me. I don't need that right now, so I'm not going to keep it on me. Camera trip poltergeist. I know, it was amazing. I loved it. I'm always so excited when I get to see something like that just happen right in front of me. I once like clipped a horse in Assassin's Creed like through a whole boulder, and it was like the greatest. I was so pleased by it. That was not the Assassin's Creed glitch that made me want to like throw a controller, although like I've been bored too long to ever actually throw a controller. I've never thrown a controller. I think, well, I threw once a GameCube controller at a couch cushion because I was like, don't break it, even though I was mad. I was like, don't break it. And that is the elevator fight in Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Fuck you, the elevator fight. Oh, sorry, baby. Ooh, that was delicious. Sushi-Gen really is the best in town. I guess Shoko-san had some sushi. She may have just failed the test. Let's see what the chef has to say. I mean, she's gotta eat. Hi, welcome. Ah, if it isn't Akiyama-san. Hi there. You just got a call from Hana-chan, right? So, how did Shoko-san do? I had some great tuna today, so I recommended the Atoro. But when you know it, all she ate was the daily special before going on her way. How much is the special? 980 yen? Wow, that's cheap. Can I have one? all sold out, I'm afraid. But, you know, she was a little off today. She usually only eats uni, awabi, you know, pricey stuff. What's going on? So I guess she hasn't touched that million yen then. Wait, what? When Hana-chan told me to make her spend money, hey, is this another one of your tests? Something like that. Thanks for your help. I'll have to drop by again soon. Bakimitai music. We will hear Kamurocho Lullaby probably for the entire rest of the series. Because I think they're still playing it. Not as much, but I think I heard it in Lost Judgment. Don't look like she spent her million. Okay, where's she headed to now? That host club. Ah! Alright, I guess that's close enough to count. And this guy should give me some experience points. Oh ho! You there, interested in knowing more about the Kamurocho Underground? Well, most normal people know about the parking lots in the underground malls. That's just common knowledge here in Kamurocho. But they're just amateurs. Little league players at best. The big league players know the whole deal, from the sewers to the underground railway. Heck, there are tons of places we still haven't discovered. Huh. You'd be surprised how deep the underground goes. I know I have. Oh, I have so many soul points. Alright. Double finishing kick. Double finishing kick. Double finishing kick. Double finishing kick. Alright, what else do we need? Double kick. Double kick. Wonder if it connects to Purgatory. Indeed, indeed. Heard rumors of this gate for years. Can't believe my peepers. It's actually standing in front of me now. Oh, Kansai man. Did you know there was a murder right near here? What? Really? They catch the killer yet? I read about it online, and they haven't got the killer yet. Probably already skipped town. I sure hope so. Still, I think I'll go home early today. I have a cat kicking me in the side. Thank you, Foxy. You're a good lady, Foxy. What do they want you to do in Mahjong? A question I have. Alright. Revelations. Minigames. Aromatherapy massage. Y'all, some shit is just not gonna happen. Oh man, I almost got the Mahjong one. Alright. Okay. Hostess sub-story. Alright. Be right back. Cool, cool, cool. Ah! Where? why you have to have that card watcher thing.
いらっしゃいませ。
I would like to sell things, please. Some stuff. I've got a silver plate and some soft garbage. Mostly a silver plate. Alright. Do you have anything worth purchasing? Alright, I'll take it. Make me popular with the ladies. Yeah, that's probably all I should do. Okay. Alright. Oh, look at that mystery man. Sweet old boy. Let's take the journey. Cab? Oh no! Okay. I want to see what the crafting is like. Oh my god, golf course and docks. There we go. I would very much... I'm just not gonna play the fishing because it's not good. In this one is why. Hello. Oh man, these DVDs are amazing. Truly the most priceless of valuables. I can't stop staring at them. I've got to memorize everything about them. Oh. Yes, this one. I just need to glance at the packaging to know what beauties lie within. I've got to stare harder though. I need every molecule burned into my retinas. That is weird, but that's also fine. Hey, thanks for all the great beer and liquor. You should come join us for a picnic when the cherry blossoms start blooming. We can do some more drinking. Oh, but you seem like you got lots of enemies, Akiyama-san. We can keep you protected until springtime, but you better start bringing drinks to the other guys, too. Anyway, you won't have to worry about a thing when you walk around here. But it does get scary. If it does get scary, you just have to get by with a gift. Experience points. Alright. What? Huh? I'm out of booze. Hey, you there. Can you be a pal and give me some booze? Don't worry, I don't expect you to do it for free. I'll pay you back. You always treat me nice, so I owe you anyway. I'll be waiting right here for the booze. Alright, let's go get that guy some booze. I am gonna look at the crafting, but he wanted booze, and yes. There used to be a Papo here, now there's not. I thought it was going to be easier, guy. I'll buy some booze and come back in a minute. I gotta go all the way down in the lake. Oh my god. Where? I don't know.
お元気ですか?
Hey, you're here. I make weapons here. They'll be real helpful in battle. I promise. Also, if you have the right materials, I can make you new weapons. Oh, here, take this. It's a recipe. It's like a blueprint. Without one of these, I can't make anything. Got a copy of the secret to promotion. Kissing ass! I'm always hanging around here, so please come by and see me whenever you like. Alright. What do you got? Okay, none of that I really want that much. What can we do for modding? Nothing. Nothing. Sonic knife. It releases a series of loud booms when used. So you take a nameless short sword and make it worse. Demon Taiko sticks are good. Ancient steel and a demon stone. Spiked Taiko sticks, love that. Twin dragon sticks. You need a mystery stone in the eye of the dragon. Okay. Okay, I like that. Spiked is still pretty good. Kamiyama's police baton. Oh yeah, some of these guys can't use the weapons, like... Yeah, okay. Super mod lighter. Okay. Police baton, sonic knife. Nothing.
またどうぞ。
So, modding weapons. Unclear if it's any good. Don't lie to me. Hot and cold game. Ah! I developed very unpopular headcanons about Yakuza 0 and 1 after reading fan fiction. Unpopular in what way? Because, like, there's a lot of stuff that's, like, I don't know, popular. It's a pretty small, like, it's pretty smallish as, like, a fan base, at least the Western audiences. But there's a goodly amount of fan fiction, and a lot of it is just, like, stellar quality. Oh, unpopular, Yakuza 0 opinion is ponytail is greater than no ponytail, probably. That's not an unpopular opinion. People love that ponytail. I mean, it's a good look. I'm not saying that it's a bad look. I'm just saying that, like, you know, it's not what he wanted. Clearly. Unpopular as in fans won't like the theories or your fix-it ideas. Do you want to share them? Or do you, like, we're getting close to the end of the stream, so if you want to hang on till the next time, that's also okay. I'll leave it up to you. It was very good hair. I mean, I do not dispute that. Because you cannot dispute that. I'll get some nails. I would like to have the spiked taiko sticks. I think that would be nice. Eye of the Dragon and the Mystery Stone. I don't know. Fuck yes. I mean, it was a hot look. I do not deny it. But it turns out he wanted snakeskin more. And, you know. I'm stuck back here, man. Alright. Hi. Do you have... I need... First of all, I just need some booze. You got booze? No? No alcohol. How can that... See, I knew there was booze. I was like, there can't be no alcohol. I do not believe you. Alright, you got nails? Alright. You have the right stuff for a Majima looking Animal Crossing now and it makes you laugh. That's very funny. You have, looks like you have hot takes on why they have the outfits they have too. I love that. Well, I'm gonna put some of this stuff away and then I think I'm going to call it. Hold on to your hot takes. I want to hear them the next time you make the stream. I would love to know what you think. Okay. Oh, right. This. Alright, Joe, that's the stream. It's time for me to go. My name is Allie. I'm from Ok2BeFat because it is okay to be fat. Thank you to everybody who came by and was in the chat. You guys make this, like, so much fun, and I appreciate you so much, you know. It's nice to have something to look forward to in my schedule, because it's been a little bit rough. But, you know, we're going to get through it. And thank you to everybody who comes by and doesn't chat. Everybody who comes by the stream makes the stream great, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all my subscribers. You guys don't have to do that, but you do, and it's so awesome, and I appreciate you so much. And thank you to everybody who watches later. I see you, and I appreciate you. Alright, y'all, that's it for me. Friday, we'll be back. We're going to be doing more stuff with Akiyama. We got to check on the guy. Did he fire people at the printer shop? Did that lady go to a host club and spend $1 million yen? I don't know. We're going to find out. Alright? That's it. I gotta go. VODs, I'm caught up on VODs on the YouTube VOD channel. Just check my pinned tweet. It's on there if you want to check out the VODs. You can go all the way back to Yakuza if you so choose. That's a lot of audio to listen to, but I mean, it's your life. Alright, it's time for me to go. I gotta go. Have a good rest of your day or night. Bye!